you have so many portfolios, but one of them, of course, is that of sports. You're the Minister of Sports. And of course, we are very, very conscious of the fact that sports has a lot to do with development, human development, economic development, sustainable development, and so on. And one of the very first things that you were confronted with as the Minister of Sports is that you had to make sure that the CARIFTA Games and the CPL were a success. In fact, they were being planned for before you took office, but things were not put in place. Could you speak to that?
That's why you are so correct. We assumed office at a time when the CARIFTA Games were just about ready to be held here in St. Kitts and Nevis, and following on the heels of CARIFTA, we had the CPL Games. Unfortunately, whilst it is that the former administration knew that we were committed to hosting these particular sporting activities, they made no budgetary arrangements to do so. As the Minister with responsibility for sports, I immediately brought these matters to the attention of my cabinet colleagues, and we worked to ensure that not only the necessary financing was put in place, but all of the other resources were made available to ensure that we just not only had a successful CARIFTA and CPL Games, but to ensure that St. Kitts and Nevis reaped the benefits of hosting CARIFTA and CPL. To the athletes from St. Kitts and Nevis in particular who performed well in the CARIFTA Games, again I say thanks and congratulations to those athletes. I say thanks to the various volunteers who would have come on board for both CARIFTA and CPL to ensure that not the government, but that the people of St. Kitts and Nevis benefited from these games. I think one of the highlights coming out of CARIFTA was the fact that we were able to rename our own athletic stadium in honor of our most celebrated athlete to date, none other than Kim Collins. It was a fitting dedication to say to our athletes and also to all of the other athletes who would have participated that indeed when you do well, you will and can be recognized by your respective governments.